How's it going, everybody? Today on Sin Sermon Gaming, we're gonna have a look at the Colossal Greatsword, which is also known as the Guts Greatsword. The thing has a pretty cool moveset. It's very powerful. It's a pretty slow sword, but it absolutely smashes. And the beauty about this weapon is you can add Ashes of War to it. You can add several different types of buffs to it. You can make this thing really, really awesome and really suit your playstyle. Plus, it has probably the longest range of any sword in the game, which is really great. Today I'm using the Lion's Claw. It's just one of my favorites, and it follows along kind of with the Guts theme. If you want to go all in, you know. Another great choice is the Crag Blade, which basically puts like an armament of meteorite rock around your weapon and boosts the damage greatly. You can go with that route. I mean, there's so many. You can throw Bloodhound Step on this thing. You can make it do magic damage, fire, lightning, sacred. Throw the Hoarfrost Stomp on it, Chilling Mist, Poison Mist, all these really cool Ashes of War. So many possibilities with this weapon. I think that's why it's one of my favorites. You upgrade it with regular smithing stones. Mine's at plus 25. The spells in this build that we're going to do today, I'm going to use Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength to give me some buffs. I'm playing around with this a little bit. May not use it, may use it. Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike is an incredible AoE that spreads and is very powerful. Electrify Armament, enchants right hand armament with lightning damage. We're going to use that to get even more damage. And then we're going to use Hone Bolt for anybody who's trying to run off or run away. We can pop a bolt off and take care of them, get them taken care of. And since we are using a fair bit of lightning, we're going to use Gravel Stone Seal plus 25. It scales with Faith, S scaling with Faith, D with Strength. And if you're running lightning, I do believe that lightning incantations affected by Faith, so can't go wrong. For the look today, we're just basically not going to worry about boys. Maybe you should. Today I'm not too worried about it. Just want to show the weapon off and what it can do and what you can do with it. If I really wanted to, I'd load up on Bull Goat armor and all that. Run the Skeletal Mask, Gold Mask Rags, Not Cavalry Gauntlets, and Not Cavalry Creeds, just for the look that we want, or that I want for the character today. Talismans, running the Dragon Crest Great Shield, since we do have low poise and not super high damage resistance or damage negation. We're going to run that and kind of help that a little bit. We're going to run Shard of Alexander to greatly boost the attack power of skills, which we're going to be using the Lion's Claw. Lion's Claw can be amazing with this. If you can catch somebody with it, it's probably going to one-shot them after you do your buffs. It should one-shot them. We're going to use Carrion Filigree Crest. Lowers FP consumed by skills. Great to have if you're going to be using incantations or your special skill for your weapon, your Ash of War. Always good to have. And then enhances charge spells and skills with the Godfrey icon. I'm sure there's other things that you could use if you want to. This build can be very open depending on what Ash of War you want, how you want your weapon to scale. Right now I've got it scaling on quality, just because my dex and strength are very high. So it works very well with the quality build. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this weapon. It's that good. It's that great. There's an awesome roll catch move that hopefully I'll get to show you here in just a second on some PvP. For our Wondrous Physic, I'm going to be using the Lightning Shrouded Crack tier in this build. It temporarily boosts lightning attacks, and it makes you... I mean, you're using lightning. I'm going to electrify the weapon and use lightning incantations, so why not? Openly Bubble tier, I just like to run it if I'm doing PvP for sure. Or it's also really good if you're in PVE and you're going into a boss room. Just give you that little extra security if you need it. Like I said, all this can be changed. You can play with this thing and make it how you want it. If there's something, if you don't necessarily want the damage negation, say you're running full bull goat, you know, you can change it to you know, whatever you want. You can use the jump attack. You can carry 2 of these bad boys and do the jump attack. The jump attack with it's very awesome. If you're not quite the high level that I am, you know, you can run these that boost your faith and, you know, give you those bonuses if you don't mind the damage negation. I personally do not care for damage negation. You're not going to be swinging super quick, so these probably won't be very useful for you for this build. You know, if these are very heavy swords, you may want to use something that raises your equip load. You may want to use, you know, the Erd Tree Favors that boost your HP, stamina, and equip load. You know, there's whatever feels comfortable for you. This is just how I use it. It could be wrong. So we're going to try to get into a little PvP. If you like the look, I think it looks pretty cool. Once again, Skeletal Mask, Skull Mask Rags, not Cavalry Gauntlet, and not Cavalry Groups. The torso and the legs and the arms are pretty hard to get a hold of. It's pretty close to the in-game type stuff, but you can do it if you want. It's not that bad. We're going to pop one of these. See if we can find someone. Is that all we got? Alright, let's do it. I just hate facing bleed builds. Nothing against them, I just don't like to. I don't like to fight them. Oh, unable. Okay. Doesn't break my heart. There were 2 hidden in their weapons, so I bet they have a thumbprint shield. I bet. Fingerprint shield. I don't like to edit a lot of my footage just because, you know, you can see if I lose, you can see if I win, you can see if I really do the damage that I'm saying. Alright. Look at that. That almost one-shotted. I don't know what that protection thing is they got, but that's when you start popping this. Let's see if we can get the roll catch. Nope, not that time. Got him. So there's a little PvP with it. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing PvP. But you see the possibilities. They were wearing pretty decent armor. I have no idea what all they had going on. I was literally a tick away. I think I could have got her with the dart if it would have connected. So we're gonna let that be at that. If you I like to keep a couple. Sometimes I'll carry a bestial sling. That's what I normally would have had instead of the Crucible Knight's tail. But I wanted to play with it a little bit in some PVE. So, but the bestial sling is really good for that last little tick of health. Because when you hit them with that lion's claw, if that's what you choose to use, it's gonna either TKO them or it's gonna leave them with a slither of health. So that's why I like the lion's claw. It hits very hard. We're gonna do a little PVE just to kind of show off how it does against some of the in-game enemies. Okay, they're already. Let's go to status. The armament for this thing's at 901 right now. I'm going to hit some buffs, and then we'll check it again. And now we're sitting at 1573. Let's get Torrent to jump over here. There'll be no problem to lay these dudes down. Get the dog. Dog's running. Old pitch. Boom. Laying them out with ease. No problem at all. Couldn't tell if I staggered it or killed it. Big boy right here. Boom, he's down. 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 And the combos of this thing are pretty good too. If you get in a crowd, you can just swing. Swing. Oh, hush. It's really good in PvE, it's really good in PvP. As you can see, I'm not having any trouble. You get a little bit of iframes when you go up for the flip, not much. But you get just enough, I think. And the range on it. Let's get them one shot about anything you can think of. And bosses, some bosses it will do really well against. This weapon's also really good for the catacombs with all the enemies made of stone. This thing will rock them around pretty good. Let's go up here and hit the bird. I'd like to see. I don't think you can usually one-shot him. It's pretty strong. Because he is a beefy boy. Let's go ahead and make sure all our... Oh, nope. Almost messed up. Let's make sure all our buffs are applied. Because you're going to want to try to keep those frequently going as possible. We won't get the flask boost right now, but I think we're going to be okay. We didn't get the one hit, but it sounded like it staggered him. I'll take it. I will take it. As you can see, this thing's pretty tough. very optimizable to where you can change some things around. You can do what you want to do with it. Let's go to the old gate front, since that seems to be a fairly fun little testing spot for certain things, and I'll show off some of these incantations that I like to run with it. Alright, so first up, I'm going to use the home bolt. It's going to one-shot the guy. Try the crucible tail. Get 2 swings out of that. It's like sometimes it may one-shot the mobs. I love the ancient dragon lightning struck. Covers a lot of ground if you hold it down. It will get some massive range also. Now that we've kind of made everybody kind of mad. Twofer. And super powerful. We'll run up here and say hello to Mr. Troll and his little gang of merry friends. I always like to see how, when I'm doing these tests or showing these weapons off, how they do with crowd control and mobs. And obviously, you know, you can go to different places and fight different enemies, but for the sake of the video, we're not going to spend all day running around. This will give you a base knowledge of just how cool the weapon is, the moveset, how it works. Come on, yeah. Got it. Okay. While we're at gate front, never a bad idea. Just run over there, hit these trolls. We can show how it does on something a little tankier. Like to do the buffs, and like I said, you could run a different Asher Borak the Lion's Claw because I think it looks cool and it hits really, really hard. So 2 hits is dead. And with a big heavy weapon like this, you should be able to just do 1 R1. He stood up way fast. Oh, come on. 2 R1s should stagger. So you just want to die instead. No big deal. I wanted to test out this detail. Alright, big boy. Let's see what the lightning strike does. Come on. Ah! Two-handed. That's your roll catch move, especially for PvP. Just press the crouch button, then R1 super quick, and the range of that thing will catch them pretty good. You shouldn't have too much of a problem. And the last thing we're gonna do, we pass the good boy here. And like I said, I'm just taking damage and getting staggered because I have low poise and low damage negation with this outfit. So you can be super tanky and carry this thing around and sit this guy. Should be a one shot. Easy one shot, no problem. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you get this weapon, it's in Caelid. It's pretty easy to get. You can run up, grab it, get on out of there. So many good ashes of war can go with this weapon, so it's never a bad idea, I don't think, unless you're like a straight bleed build, never plan on using a colossal weapon or anything like that. Get this weapon, level it up pretty good. Try it out with some different ashes of war because there's some really good ones that can go on this weapon. That's it. That's going to be it for me today. Sin Sermon Gaming. Appreciate you guys watching the videos. Appreciate all the support. And don't forget, fancy spin for the win. Catch you guys later.